Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in the baseball world lately, the Red Sox acquiring Adley Rutschman and Rogers. Now, I know what you're thinking, another trade, big deal, right? But here's the thing, this isn't just any trade. It's about catchers, and that changes everything. Let me explain why this is way more fascinating than it seems at first glance. First off, catchers aren't just players, they're the on-field quarterbacks. They're the ones building relationships with pitchers, figuring out their strengths, weaknesses, and go-to moves in high-pressure situations. It's like trying to learn a new language while also leading a team, mid-season. Personally, I think what makes this really interesting is how catchers have to adapt not just to a new team, but to an entirely new dynamic with pitchers they've never worked with before. It's not just about catching the ball, it's about trust, communication, and rhythm. And that's no small feat. Take Adley Rutschman, for example. This is his first trade, and he's stepping into a high-stakes situation with the Red Sox. In my opinion, what many people don't realize is how much pressure that puts on a player. Sure, he's a pro, but this isn't just about showing up and doing your job. It's about integrating into a new system, understanding the pitcher's tendencies, and doing it all under the spotlight. Rutschman himself called it a unique situation, and I think that's an understatement. What this really suggests is that even the most talented players face challenges that go beyond the stats. Now, let's talk about Rogers. This guy has been traded twice in a week. Twice. That's like starting a new job, getting settled, and then being told, just kidding, you're moving again. From my perspective, what's fascinating here is how he's handling it. He's already diving into video analysis, studying the White Sox lineup, and trying to build trust with the pitchers. But here's the kicker, he knows it's going to take time. He said it himself, it's a thrown-in-the-fire situation. What makes this really interesting is how he's acknowledging the challenge while also staying focused on the goal. It's a mindset that not every player could pull off. One thing that immediately stands out is the rarity of mid-season catcher trades leading to success. In baseball history, there's only been one World Series game started by a catcher acquired mid-season by an eventual champion. That's Christian Vasquez with the Astros in 2022. If you take a step back and think about it, that's wild. It shows just how difficult this transition is. Catchers aren't just plug-and-play pieces, they're integral to the team's rhythm. And when you disrupt that rhythm mid-season, it's a gamble. But here's where it gets even more intriguing, technology might be changing the game. Jonah Heim, another catcher who was traded mid-season, mentioned how the PitchCom system has made things easier. Personally, I think this is a game changer. It's not just about simplifying communication, it's about accelerating the trust-building process. If catchers can rely on technology to streamline things, it could make mid-season trades less risky. This raises a deeper question, are we on the brink of a shift in how teams approach catcher trades? Now, let's talk about Rutschman's situation a bit more. He's on the injured list with wrist inflammation, which might actually work in his favor. Why? Because he's got time to catch bullpens, sit in the dugout, and get to know his new teammates without the immediate pressure of game action. In my opinion, this could be a hidden advantage. It's like having an extended onboarding period, which is something most traded catchers don't get. What this really suggests is that sometimes, challenges can come with unexpected opportunities. So, where does this leave us? The Red Sox are taking a big swing with Rutschman and Rogers, and it's a move that could pay off in a big way, or backfire spectacularly. From my perspective, what makes this story so compelling is the human element. These aren't just players, they're individuals navigating high-pressure situations, building relationships, and trying to find their rhythm in a new environment. It's a reminder that behind every trade, there's a person figuring it out. As we watch this unfold, I'm left with one big question, can Rutschman and Rogers adapt quickly enough to make a real impact this season? Personally, I think it's going to come down to how fast they can build trust with the pitchers. And if they do, it could be the start of something special. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep thinking critically about the game we all love.